Hello everyone, this is Nivedita from Skillshark EduTech, and today we have with us a very young author, poet, blogger, writer, editor, and a researcher, Manasi Patil. Please welcome on board Manasi Patil. How are you?
I am doing very good. How are you?
I'm fine too, thank you. So, how has been this COVID period been for you? How has it went so far?
I mean, everyone around me is saying that it's like it shouldn't have been like this, but honestly, for me, it was a wonderful time. I mean, it was a wonderful journey because I sort of rediscovered myself in this pandemic. I turned into an author. So that was something great about the pandemic, and it has sort of been an opportunity.
So, how did this journey of becoming an author start? How did you know you were meant for writing, you were meant for storytelling? Because it's a craft. How did you discover that craft within you?
So, I mean, let me share you a story. I was my parents tell me this when I was a toddler. Everyone around me used to read something or write something. It may be anything, a book, a newspaper, anything. So when I was a toddler, even I used to pretend to read something. I'll take a newspaper, no matter if it was upside down or something. I'll just pretend to read it. So even back then, I liked the feeling that reading gave me, and I honestly believe that my writing is stemmed from reading itself. So that time I started reading, and then slowly I started constructing my own tales. They were all ridiculous because at that time I was hardly even like 4 to 5 years old. I started constructing these small mumbo jumbo tales, and then I think it was in my fourth standard. So my school started that time at 12:30, and even my mother had to go to her work at 12:30. So she used to leave me at my school at 12 o'clock. So I had that half an hour to do anything that I could. So I used to take a notebook and a pen with me at my school, and in that half an hour, I used to write some stories, some poems, anything related to writing that time. So, the end of the fourth year, at the end of my fourth standard, I had a bunch of stories and poems stacked up, and even before that, I had written some stories, and even now I write. So, now I have so many stories and poems all stacked up right now. But I think the real journey started when last year in the pandemic. It was the very beginning of lockdown. It was April, I guess. And that time, I mean, I never planned on becoming an author or ever writing a book. But it was actually a very normal evening, and I don't know what came up on me, but I suddenly took a notebook and I just started scribbling, literally scribbling, because I never planned on writing a book or writing a story as such. But I started writing and I didn't know what it was at that time. But after a few weeks, turned out that this little story was actually the first draft of my debut novel. So that was how it all started. It wasn't like I planned, it was just instinct.
Nice. So, your first book was Cousin's Crime, right?
Yes, that's right.
That is about the girls taking up challenges. So, what motivated you to take up such a topic? That what was going around you? Because writers are generally influenced by things running around. So, what
Right.
was it for you that gave you the right motivation?
So in that time, even now, we are facing a challenge about like the virus. So that the challenge part came from there, you know, the world facing challenges. But the Krisha Batra, who is the protagonist in the Cousins Crime, she is someone I am growing up admire. Like she is the girl who I think all girls should be. She is determined, she's fierce, she has this aim set up in her life. That is something about Krisha which I admire, and it is super relatable because she is the girl I have in my mind who I want to be. So uh, yes, so that was what it stemmed from. And I believe that, you know, everyone should take up challenges, but especially girls around me and everyone in the world actually. So she takes up this challenge of solving the mystery, and that is how it all started, you know. But it was all instinct, as I told you. But it all came from the environment, as you said. Writers are influenced by the environment. So the world was facing a challenge, and she was someone I am, dreaming of how girls should be. So that sort of mixed up and blended into my writing.
The fierceness with which you are explaining the protagonist, Krisha Datta, reflects you itself. So, yeah, we can assume that Krisha Datta was Manasi Patil in general. So, I have heard that apart from being an author, you also write poetries. You're also a poet. So, would you like to share a piece with our audience?
Oh, so if you can just wait for a minute, wait. I have one right now.
Definitely.
Related to confidence, having confidence, and loving who you are. So this is like, okay, I'll read this one. It's titled Your Worth. So they say never give up, never give in. Keep fighting that fight so the devil doesn't win. Through the hurt and the pain, the sorrow and the shame, the one thing that you need to remember is that tomorrow is never the same. Hold on to your dreams and hopes and your dreams, for your fears are less than they seem. So, to all of those who feel like they are losing the fight, and to those who feel like there is no hope in sight, take a minute to look at the sky and remember that there's something out there bigger than you and I. Just like today, the sun will shine again. Through the clouds and the rain, the sun still remains, and all the darkness will fade away. So hold your head high and feel the warmth. It may remind you what you are truly worth.
That is so, so great. Like, especially in the times of COVID like this, when people are losing hope, more people are getting like anxiety issues and facing issues that there's no more life to them, there's no more like courage or motivation in them. This poetry is for all the people out there who can take motivation and inspiration
Yes,
from
so
you.
this was
Like,
also
it was a
this was written in the lockdown itself when I was feeling a bit low. That time I had written all this.
Yeah, so yeah, pen is a writer's tool or writer's sword, right? So whenever you feel that you're overwhelmed by emotions, you can take it on a piece of paper and it will always turn into a beautiful piece of art.
That's right.
So how do you manage your studies and curriculum together? Like you have your own targets of writing or doing things, and you also need to manage your schools and studies. So how do you balance both of
Yes, so
them?
this is something I get a lot. Like students about my age, they message me and they ask the same question. But now this may sound cliche, but actually the key lies in time management. And so if you think that in a day you can do just 4 or 5 things, and if you really want to do that some specific sixth thing, and you try to do it, then you'll be surprised to know that you can do that 4 or 5 things and the sixth thing as well. So I am whenever I feel that this is too much, I just remember this quote: if you have a clear plan, you there's a lot you can pack in just 24 hours. So I like to, I mean, I manage my time, and the second thing is priorities. Now, if if you have if you're confused between one thing and the other, you want to do this as well, but that the other thing is important as well, and you're confused. So you will just take a look at your priority list and what is at the top, then you should do that one. So these are two things that I follow to manage everything in my schools, my extracurriculars, time management, and priorities.
Nice. Like people at a very, very old age even uh, get against this, like have hurdles following the time management, and you at a very young age have a command over it, which is commendable. So, what platforms are you currently associated with? You're writing for or editing for?
So, I mean, for my books, I have self-published. I write them for myself. But I am a staff writer for the scientific team, which is a worldwide organization. It is a by youth for youth organization, which is based on STEM. So I am a writer, staff writer for there. I also am one of the editors. So I edit articles that are sent and polish them and that stuff. I also write for Robin Age, for Curious Times, a Story Mirror. There's Wattpad. There's and also for Mind Champs. Mind Champ is another wonderful organization. It puts mental health before everything. So we try to make the topic of mental health more inclusive among students and all the people basically. So I write articles for them. And then I am the editor for the scientific team, as I told you. And I also edit for articles that are sent to me by people. So writers send me their articles or poems or stories. I edit them, polish them, and send them back. So that is also the type of editing I do. Then I'm also book review. I do freelancing book reviews. So I edit books and then I give reviews for them. So these are some of the roles.
What would be a better job than becoming a book reviewer for an avid reader, right?
So sorry, I didn't get your question.
I say generally, people who are into reading books, what better job than becoming a book reviewer?
Yes, that's right.
So there's a lot of content creators out there, a lot of people who are into writing, a lot of people who write poetries or proses or stories or novels, but they do not know the right means to publish it. They don't know whom to approach, or if they have to publish it themselves, self-publish a book, how to go about it. So that is what one of the things our viewers can get from you, how to publish a book.
So when as I told you, I never planned on writing. So since I never planned, I had no key how to publish it. I didn't even know the ABC of publishing. So I learned everything, and Google is the home for everything. It has the answers. It has most of the answers. So by Google, I did a few searches. I did studies for a few weeks, and I decided on self-publishing at the moment, and I can suggest KDP by Amazon for self-publishing because KDP lets you create your own cover design also, and it is basically very easy to use. So I think if you have written a good book, the best way to publish it self-publishing is KDP. And as for traditional publishing, since I have not used it, I can't recommend any self traditional publishing houses or anything. So to self-publish, I highly recommend KDP, and you'll just have to learn the rest of the things through Google, to their YouTube videos. So if you do little bit research, you'll find your niche and you'll do it eventually.
So coming to the topic of research, you are also a researcher. So how did that fit into this picture? How did you become a researcher?
So I love science. I'm an avid science learner and explorer also. And yes, you're right. I like researching also because learning new things is something which I like to do, and researching gives that aspect. So I research about STEM, and I research about anything that I find interesting, in fact. But there are some specific topics that I am interested in researching, such as astrobiology, astrophysics, and astronomy. These are some of the topics that I highly research. In fact, with Robin Age, it's one of the leading magazines, newspapers in India for children. So I am planning to do a series with them based on astronomy. So I will research on the astronomy topics. I'll write article for them, and we'll publish it in the Robin Age newspaper. So researching is a lot of fun, and it gives a wide scope to sharpen your skills, and also for the studies part of it, it gives you a broad outlook on the subject.
Definitely. As an author, you have the power to impact many lives. Anyone who goes through your readings or who goes through your poetries will be influenced in one way or the other. So, what is the kind of impact you imagine or you try to create within your readers or people who go through your writings?
Yes, so actually, recently I had one reader. She messaged me saying that my book, The Cousin Slam, has impacted her because Krisha Batra impacted her to take up challenges and face them. But with my words, it's great. It's fulfilling to see that no matter how how big or small the impact is, it's wonderful to see that you have sort of an impact on the community. So with my words, I aim to create an impact and contribute to make the world an amazing one for everyone, basically, including everyone, even the environment. the people, everyone. So, with my words, I aim to do that, to make everyone feel confident, to take up challenges, and be empathetic towards the environment, because we are, I mean, there are people who don't care about the environment, but that is something I aim to do as well. So, with my words.
Very nice. So, are there any final message for the viewers that you want to give from your side?
Well, I would like to say that have a dream, achieve it, and work for it and achieve it, because I have a lot of dreams and have achieved few of them. But it is very fulfilling to get that feeling when you achieve a certain dream. So have a dream, have a vision, work for it, and when you achieve it, it's the best feeling in the world. So have a dream, achieve it, and be confident about yourselves and keep reading because it's the best thing.
Definitely. There's no one who can disagree to that. So, thank you a lot for your time. And I hope the viewers would get inspired by you.
Yes, it was wonderful interacting with you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.